champion from the DRC via South Africa, Patrick Mukala. The officials, judges, Stulu. And when the bell rings in this four-corner ring, the referee will be none other than Tony Ngangiwi. So, let's first be upstanding for the national anthems. The first one from Tanzania. Tanzania. Now, the national anthem of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So let's introduce these gentlemen to you right now. They are fighting for the WBA Pan-African Super Middleweight title, and it's scheduled for 12 rounds. He weighed in at 74.50 kilograms. He's wearing the blue trunks with a white trim. He's had 32 fights, 22 wins, 9 losses, 1 draw. He is the challenger from Tanzania, Ibrahim Ntamba. His opponent, he tipped the scales at 76.10 kilograms. He's wearing the black and silver outfit. His fight record reads 10 fights, 9 wins, 1 loss. He hails from the Democratic Republic of Congo via the RSA, Patrick Mukala, the champion. Boxers.
Boxers, I've spoken to you in the dressing room. Obey my commands all the time. Shake hands. Good luck.
Seconds out, round one.
So 12 more rounds of international boxing for you. The Pan-African super middleweight title under the auspices of the WBA.
Bus.
Ntamba looks like a little bit taller in the blue shorts. But Mukala from the DRC looks a powerhouse. We've seen him fight a couple of times. So Ntamba, Ibrahim Ntamba from Tanzania. Resides in Dar es Salaam, a nice port city on the Indian Ocean coastline of Tanzania. Signed for this fight with the Fox Sports Africa Boxing Series. Signed for it very quickly as soon as he had the opportunity to challenge for this title. He said, yes, I'd like to come to Eswatini and fight for you. Seen him around the hotel quite a bit. Quite a nice fella to talk to as well.
He's got quite a few fights behind his name.
Yep, he has.
32, and he's just 27.
Your punches.
Yeah, he's been very busy indeed. He actually fought at one stage in the light heavyweight division, would you believe, which is a couple of divisions higher than this. He doesn't look like a light heavyweight at all, does he? He looks
really.
a good super middleweight. It's a lovely weight, isn't it, super middleweight? Boys can punch, boys can move. Got a little bit of power in their punches, can move quickly around the ring, got a little bit of good footwork. Mukala doing more to the body on this occasion.
He's got a lot at stake here in this fight. The title's on the line. Ntamba has a lot to gain as well.
Particularly because Mukala comes off a loss. Although it was a non-title fight, it's still a loss and it gives a blemish, a slight blemish on your record. It also means that you come from the loss of the confidence as well. The normal thing when you're winning, and you do it by TKO continually, as there was, and a couple of knockouts in there as well, you have to be a little cautious, particularly in the opening rounds of a title fight.
Not much in that opening round, Barry.
No.
Mukala sizing him up. But I think Ibrahim Ntamba, the Tanzanian, is looking for something in what he thinks there are weaknesses in Mukala. But there's been a different training drill put together for Mukala in the run-up to this fight. That's what his trainer, Ashley Fourie, said when he arrived here in Swaziland.
Been interesting, though, when you look at the record of Ibrahim Ntamba, most of his fights have taken place in East Africa. He hasn't travelled that much. So he's been very much an orthodox homeboy.
Seconds out,
And you look at all
round
the
two.
fights he's had, been very limited travel around to do it, to fight. So he's been very busy and very, very busy when you think, as you said earlier, just 27 years of age, he's had 32 bouts. And he only turned, well, he did turn professional in 2011. So he's been fighting for 7 years. Still a lot of fights in 7 years. Cat and mouse style at the moment. A little jab just trying to keep Mukala away. Ntamba knows that if Mukala does get inside, he can unleash combinations.
He's calling you.
Yeah, come on, come. Ntamba's saying, no, not yet. Not ready yet. Nice, turned him well on the ropes, didn't he? Mukala turned in quickly, and then again, Ntamba got out the way quickly as well. Very cagey fighters, both of them. Bit low on that one.
Put him on his jaw.
Yep.
He's working the body well.
Yeah, he is. I think you saw Puzi in that earlier fight. He shows what damage it can do if you work the body. Yeah. This is going to go one way in a minute. And it won't be the way of the Tanzanian.
Put him straight on that. Very impressive, Barry.
Yeah.
Mukala's just handing out the punishment to the Tanzanian, Ibrahim Ntamba. I mean, if you look at Mukala's record, he's had just what 11 fights,
This is
and of those 11,
Yeah.
and look at the knockouts, 9 knockouts out of the 10 that he's had already. I mean, he's looking for it. He's looking for the knockout in this one. And I think he could possibly get it if he starts attacking in the second round.
Yeah, Ntamba in the meantime, he's had 15 knockouts, remember, out of 22 wins. So he's also can punch. But at the moment, the body work that Mukala is putting in is actually sapping the energy. And they are real energy sapping punches when you hit the midriff
Second
like
round,
that.
round 3.
Boxers always go head hunting often, but this is, we've seen tonight 2 boxers who have not gone head hunting, and they've been decisive winners because of it. So the body work is where you not only earn the points, but you also sap the energy of your opponent. Concentrating face behind there is Stan Christodoulou, the WBA African executive, also an unbelievable experienced referee and judge. Got a crouching style as Patrick Mukala. He sort of comes on at you as well, comes upwards with his punches.
He's added the endurance running to his schedule now.
That's
And
interesting.
It's amazing that during the run-up to the fight, he had been on the track for about 2.5 hours and just been pushed and pushed and pushed by Ashley Fareed.
Oh, nice combinations. You can see that Tanzanian has got a punch. So he mustn't be too careless. Nice little flurry there. Oh, that's,
Oh, he's
great.
caught
Yes,
one round.
yes.
I think he got saved by the bell.
So
there.
do I. Absolutely right. Ntamba was in trouble there.
Mukala looks very impressive. He looks very fit. He's done so well in the first 2 rounds of this fight.
Absolutely right. When you see this, saying, well, come on, hit me in the middle of the chest or midriff, and he obliged. But it's later on, though, when he really does his 2 jabs, I think. They come very quickly. Boom. That's not the one. There's a couple coming that are so quick. That just... There's one. No. Again, a different one. Combination. There was 2 before that. But just with the combination, there's another one. And at that stage, he'd already hurt him. So
Seconds
actually,
up,
Fareed,
round
the
4.
man with his back to you, the man that who trains this DRC boy, Patrick Mukala, in the Fareed gym in Gauteng. Concentration on both boxers here. Just waiting for the opening. Looking at both while the Ibrahim Ntamba just lays out that left hand. It's only really just judging distance, really. It's doing nothing. And that's what he has to worry about, the combinations when they come up over the top of it from Mukala. Landed on the glove, that from Mukala. He had his hand up high, did Ntamba. But these are now starting to score. Yeah, absolutely. You see that coming.
Left, right, left, down.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh, a
One.
left hook into the stomach, into
Two.
the midriff. That's a great
Three.
punch.
Four.
I don't think there'll be too much
Five.
getting up from here.
6,
That's sore.
7,
Yeah,
8,
yeah, he's out.
9, out.
And knocked out.
Yeah, I could see that coming because the bodywork or the damage had been done a few minutes earlier. So it's going to be a case that Patrick Mukala
Where's the doctor?
retains his WBA Pan-African Super Middleweight title. And he will be undoubtedly praised again in Johannesburg. It's a really big opportunity for him to fight yet again, and maybe on one of our Fox Sports Africa boxing bills. Been an interesting, very interesting fight for him. These two young men obviously giving praise to each other.
Very sporting of Mukala to get him up, give him a hand and take him back to his corner.
Which round? Round 4 or 5? Round what? 4.
Round 4.
Patrick.
This fight comes to an end, 2:59 in the fourth, when referee Tony Ingangwiwis counts out the vanquished. Because the victor is, and still, the super middleweight champion, Patrick Mukala!
And the belt there being awarded once again the WBA Pan-African Super Middleweight title. In the ring we have with the supervisor of the WBA and putting the belt on is the new director of Fox Sports and Fox Network Group in Africa, Evert van der Veen, and he's making sure that he definitely praises this boxer, and we hope to see more of him, of course, coming up. So more boxing for you. Don't go away. We've got another fight for you coming up in just a moment.
The gentleman doing the honors with the belt is none other than Fox Sports GM in Africa, Evert van der Veen. Give him a nice warm round of applause. Evert van der Veen, well done. And of course, our WBA fight supervisor, Gerald Ramsden. So, thank you.
On the 27th of June, Africa Boxing heads to Durban.
A big night of boxing live on Fox Sports Africa. It's a fascinating evening in prospect. What a win. Looks bad, it's all over. It is all over.
Fox Sports, your home of Africa boxing.
Goes for it. Oh, I say, what a beauty.
July on Fox Sports. MLS action as the season continues.
Oh, I say, what a beauty.
Basketball superstars compete in the Big Three. DTM Round 5 from the Netherlands. Live action from the Ultimate Fighter finale. UFC 226 Las Vegas, including Cameroonian giant Ngannou against Lewis. Plus UFC Fight Nights. And don't miss Fox Sports presents Africa Boxing in Boksburg, South Africa. Watch it all live on Fox Sports.
In the heart of Swaziland, a palace awaits. Take your reign with fine dining fit for a king and luxury pampers every royal deserves. Why settle for less when you can be in the presence of the Royal Swazi Spa Resort?
So there we are, another good evening of boxing once again right here at the Kingdom of Eswatini, and hope you've enjoyed the boxing, but don't go away just yet because we have got another fight for you in just a moment. But the congratulations, of course, are all going in now for this young man, Patrick Mukala, who at last has got himself back onto a winning track again. But he was very disappointed to have had that particular fight against Rhino Liebenberg, where he lost on a unanimous decision over 10 rounds, a non-championship fight. But he, I'm sure, will be delighted to know that he feels better now that he's back on track again for his career. Must say well done to Ibrahim, Ntamba, and all the other lads that came down from Tanzania as well to fight. Ntamba was just a little bit outclassed, I'm afraid, on this occasion. Iqbal completely outclassed.
He certainly was, Barry, because I don't think he had the energy to take those punches that Mukala was throwing. And when he got into his body, he weakened the guy.
Yeah.
And you could see that when he was hit, when the knockout came, his legs wobbled, he fell to the canvas and wasn't able to get up.
No, that was a terrific body blow. The damage had been done earlier, had it not. Combination punches, one or two combination punches that made him, I suppose, weakened him a bit.
Yes.
And then almost fearlessly sort of showed his body to Mukala and said, come on, hit me if you want to. Come on. Well, he did. It was certainly not very good, I'm afraid.
But Mukala was very calculating as well.
Yeah.
Called the man into his trap.
Yeah.
And kept on attacking the body.
Absolutely.
And tonight's bill, we saw a lot of boxers going for the body instead of going for the big one. Going for the big knockout and that sort of thing. And we saw some fantastic fights in this.
Very much so. And I must be honest with you, it's the first full bill that I've seen a lot of boxers going for the body. And I've been impressed with that because so often you get a situation where, of course, they're inclined to